Hey there, what is up, plant community? The Green Thumb here. So today I'm going to be doing a update video on the palms, and this will also include things like cycads and the Cordyline australis. So we will start off here with my parlor palm. So it's doing okay. This trunk here has 3 fronds. This trunk only has 2 fronds, and a studded frond, which happened whenever it was in its original pot. It studded the growth a bit. And then this one really only has 1 frond here. I had 4 individual trunks in this pot, but one of them sadly died and did not make it, so now I'm stuck with 3 trunks, which is fine. I'm thinking about eventually putting some flowers in here, maybe next year. So, the next plant we will look at is the pygmy date palm. If you guys watched my last video, you'll know that one of my little babies down here spear pulled, and that's possibly because it got a little chilly and it just wasn't built for that yet. And yeah, I think that just happened because it did get a little chilly, and this summer has been a little weird. It's been getting chilly, unusually chilly at the night, so yeah, like we've been getting down into the 50s at night right now because we got a little bit of a cold front. But it's unfurling some of its fronds slowly but surely, as you can see here. It's it's definitely a slow grower. I can definitely tell you that. This frond here seems to be doing better than the others. But yeah, definitely a slower growing palm for sure. And yeah, I've been watering it about once a week. I'm gonna try to let it go completely dry and water it again. But yeah, seems to be doing okay. Seems to be doing fine right now. And then we'll go to my other tropical palms. My Majesty over here, I planted it up not too long ago. It seems to be doing okay. It seems to be slowing, slowing. It seems to be growing kind of slow too, and I think that's mainly due to the chilly weather we've been seeing, and due to the simple fact that too we're also in a drought right now, and the air's been dry. It's been like desert dry. Like last time I checked the humidity was 16%. So that's really, really dry. So I do got a little bit of a spear in there. You can't see it. And this is a new frond slowly unfurling and coming out. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. And then over here we have the Trachycarpus fortunii, or Chinese windmill palm. It is doing flawless, doing great. This here's the newest spear that came out. This is the second oldest. And here we can see a good, strong spear coming out. We do have a few old fronds, but I'm not taking them off until they go completely yellow or just dry up because they're still producing nutrients for the palm. And then over here we have my Livistona chinensis, which is still looking blech. I don't think that that's really gonna take off until July when it's really warm and we're guaranteed warmer nights. And some of the foliage did get a bit burnt because I decided to stupidly leave it out in the snow again, which I forget. It can take a bit of frost, but it doesn't for anything like snow on it. And that was a mistake I made again, because Goofy me was like, yeah, they can take snow. And then I was like, oh, wait, that's right. He's one of the ones that can't take snow. But anyways, We got the biggest trunk in the middle, which has not produced a new spear yet, but we still got a green frond. So I'm keeping a frond on there, hoping that it does produce a new spear, which I'm sure it will. They're slow growers. I'm hoping it does anyways. I treated it, so hoping for the best there. But then we got our smaller trunk right there, and we can see a new little frond starting to come out. New spear, so I'm happy about that. Then the second biggest right here, we can see where a spear's gotten a bit ate up on, but that's okay. Then this one too got a little bit, looks like it got kind of munched on too. But you know what, that's okay. I'm happy to have the palm. We got a new little spear. Not sure you guys can really see it, but down there, I'm happy to have it because, you know, back in the day, it was unheard of to grow palms and to keep them out most of the year like I do. Usually you'd have to take them in. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. And then over here we have the sago palm, they call them, which is very misleading. It's really a cycad. So I always call it the Japanese cycad because that's where they originate from. Here we got some new fronds coming up, looking great. But the only issue is they are kind of stunted, which that tells me right there, this sago needs a bigger pot. I'm going to repot it into a nicer Victorian looking pot over here with the cacti in it. Friend's supposed to be coming picking those up, but haven't. But yeah, looking great. And of course I did keep the fronds, even if they were yellow, which I think really helped it too. So yay there. Also, I kind of kept it a bit in after we got the Arctic Blast. I definitely kept it in for a bit because I didn't want it to receive the Arctic Blast and die. I don't feel like taking it in and out this last year either. It would technically be last year. And then here we have the Diune spinulosum, another cycad that tends to get a bit bigger. The bottom of the soil has finally dried. We can see some new growth wanting to come out there, which is good. I did have issue with it. I did have it in very good, well-draining soil, but then it sucked down. As you can see, there's a mixture for the well-draining soil, but it sucked down from where it was supposed to be, which was up here. The soil wasn't supposed to erode like that and sink down, but I'll have to definitely take it out and put some fresh soil in there soon and try to get it really growing because I don't want the soil to erode like that on that guy. I want to get him nice, big, lush, and as beautiful as he can be. And he too was, of course, kept out a little bit for the winter. And then over here we have the Cordyline australis. And I did take some of the dead off right there. And we got more trunk now. And I'm loving how this guy is growing with the trunk and everything. Even though I have to keep him in a pot because it still gets a little too cold for the Cordyline australis. But I thought I was the only one in Muncie originally with a Cordyline australis trunking. But guess what? Down at 12th Street now, they got one. And it's starting to trunk too, but it's a red one, which is one I haven't been able to get my hands on because they just haven't had them at big box stores that were just a single containers like I got this guy in. But yeah, we can see that this is strong growth too. So happy with that. We'll go around back now. So going around back, we got this little Cordyline australis here. I'm going to keep it in the ground, see how it does this year. And if frost hits, the most I'll do to protect it is throw a container over it. But otherwise than that, I'm going to leave it to its own accord. Since we're in drought, I'm going to say we're going to have a very warm winter like we did last time when we had a bad drought. All Alright, we'll go over here, talk about some of the palms over here. Alright guys, I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can so you guys can hear me. So we can see here that the fishtail palm is doing pretty good, giving out some new foliage. I still need to split that up. I just haven't had the soil nor the time to do it. I've been really busy, but it's doing okay, but I definitely need to split this guy up, give some trunks to my friend, Indie Palms. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I've just been so busy. And Indie Palms, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry, man. I've been so busy I haven't been able to get your fishtail palm split it up yet. But anyways, go over here. We got my bamboo palm, which is one of my other tropical palms. I try to have a good mixture of tropical and cold hardy, quote unquote cold hardy. But it's doing good. This is the newest spear coming out. It's growing. It's grown quite a bit. Slowly growing, but it's growing. And then here we have my ladyfinger palm. Newest spear coming there. It's actually grown quite a bit from the last time I was dealing with it. I think it needs a repot, but yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day.